Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president again.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at...
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8th electoral votes, in Indiana with its 11th electoral votes, West Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to CobraCast IRL. I am your host, D-Day Cobra. This is the single most viewed live stream on the entire internet with IRL in its name. The most viewers, the most super chats, the most members, and we don't have to turn memberships off because almost everybody's a damn member. How the hell are you? The snake pit is rising up, and I am so happy to be back with all of you. Look at all those emojis in the chat. Look at all those American flags. Look at all those screaming SJWs. Look at all those Trump 2024s. That's what I'm talking about. Good to see all of you here tonight. We got a few things to talk about. Jay Hailstorm says 12 hours early because, yes, I did kind of might have messed up on the time a little bit, but I was multitasking. I was trying to set this stream up around the time of running another stream at the same time. And then I looked and I was like, oh my God, I kind of screwed that one up. I'm going to get roasted. I'm going to get roasted by the snake pit for that one. But that's okay. You guys keep me in check, and that's why I love all of you. I do know that obviously we got the Snake Pit Discord over here. I'm trying to get that one opened up right now. It's been pretty busy lately. It's been pretty busy, and like, how the hell am I supposed to say this word? How the hell am I supposed to say this word? Celluloid dream. Like, seriously, you think I'm gonna try and get memed to hell? You think I'm going to try to get meme to hell on that one? I'm just going to start being like Tim Pool and just skipping the super chats I don't want to read or any of them that will embarrass me. No, I will not skip them. I'm damn sure not going to try to read that one. Oh, man. Holy shit. What is this? Info metal. That's pretty cool. I like it. You guys are lighting up the Snake Pit Discord. That is super cool. Yeah, so there's a couple things I want to talk about today. There's an interesting story out there from Clay Travis. And he's basically, I don't know, man. Like, so Trump put out a truth, which I don't really like calling them that. They're tweets. So Trump put out a tweet on Truth Social. And it sounds like, I don't know, I guess Clay Travis thinks that he may be trying to extend an olive branch to bring DeSantis on as his VP. I don't really know. We're going to listen to what Clay Travis has to say. And, you guys obviously can give me your feedback. I don't know. I'm not convinced that that's what he's doing, although there's something to the tweet. But I'm not going to call them truths. I think that's super, super stupid and cringe to call them truths. Sends out my truth. It's just really cringe. I hate the name Truth Social. It should have called Trumpet, as Elon Musk said. We also got the Dalai Lama being a sick fuck. And here's what's funny about this Dalai Lama story. Guess what? The Dalai Lama busted having a young boy suck his tongue. And let me just remind you, that is on video. It's disgusting. And let me just remind you, because what happens every time? Just search his name with Trump, and that's what you find. Oh, the Dalai Lama says Donald Trump has a lack of moral principle. Those that preach the loudest have the most to hide every single time. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Every single time. Nasty fucks. Sick and disgusting. You guys are already rolling up in here. Let's see. We have a new member, Anima Chains. Thank you for becoming a new member. Future Gamer for $10. Hey, Jeremy, it's scary what's happening in this country. Thankfully, I got red pilled back in 2016. Trump needs to win in 2024. Hopefully, Carrie Lake runs in 2028. She's literally a female Trump. Carrie Lake is awesome. So we're on the same page on that one. Nick from Echo Base Network. Let's go. What's up, Nick? Good to see you here, buddy. You guys have a lot of content over there for Echo Base Network right now with all this Star Wars stuff, man. Oof. It's pretty rough. So David Nelson, let's party like it's 199. How are we gonna say this? Are we gonna say 199 or are we gonna say like 199? Are we gonna say, let's call it 199? 199. I like that. Party like it's 199. So essentially what happened with this whole 199 or 199 or however you want to say it, we do what we always do, whether it's on D-Day Cobra, whether it's on Geeks and Gamers, whether it's on Sports Wars. You're not going to come in here and roast us. You can't do that. We will win every time. If you come in here and try it, we're just going to flip it on you. I like 199. 199. The 199 crew. Yeah, I like it. So essentially, this guy comes in the chat today on our Geeks and Gamers daily stream, and he starts talking shit. And he's basically crying because we were complaining about Star Wars Celebration. And he's like, you're a bunch of retards. I can't believe you guys. Star Wars Celebration's been around since. And he meant to say 1999, but he said 199. That's what he said. And it's like, bro, if you're going to call somebody a retard, make sure you get your spelling correctly. Because, now we're going to roast you. Well, I didn't make the decision, nor did Ryan. You know who made the decision? The chat. And the chat was like, we are 199. We are 199. We are 199. We will figure out the best way to say it. But the chat representing as always. And it was so good. And I appreciate all of you for being the best chat on the internet, whether that's D-Day Cobra, the Snake Pit rising up. And now we got 19.9s in the house. It's awesome. 199 gang, babe. That's right. So it's super cool, man. So these people, you're not going to defeat us. You're only going to get roasted, and you're going to make us even stronger every single time. No, 199 is better than 19.9. You know what? Let's just do the poll right now. Let's just do a poll. Okay. All right, here we go. So you want 199 or 19.9 crew? So you want the 199 crew or the 19.9 crew? Which one do you want? There you go. There it is. There's your poll. You guys decide. All right. You guys decide. You know, this is a democracy right here. So, 19.9 CobraCast Snake Pit merch. You guys, I love it. I love it. Valkyria Winter. I've always said this name correctly. Hail Cobras. Hail Jeremy. I just got paid today, so here's some money. Now back to my gaming as I listen to you talk and roast someone in the chat too. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Glad you're here, and happy payday. We like paydays around here. Celluloid Dream. There's the one Celluloid Dream trying to troll me. Brockatron. All hail Darth 19.9. What's winning right now? 199s. The 199 crew does sound pretty fucking cool. Yo, man, I'm from the 199. Geeks and Gamers representing for life. I'm from the 199. I kind of like the 199. I do. I like the 199. It's pretty good. Let's see. Jonathan Coble says, at the moment we get notified for CobraCast Snake Pit chat, be like Team Globo Gym entrance dance from Dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. I love Dodgeball so much for obvious reasons, but it's still a great comedy too. Thank you. Sophie says, hail the Cobra 199 Snake Pit Fellowship. We got them all going now. Albert, not a retro. Hey, Jer, had to step away from the gaming stream. Did you see the last email with the She-Hulk Thor stuff? Please forward a step. Yes, I did. I said I would definitely forward it over to her, man. Appreciate that. AOE II Freak says no 199 is better than 19.9, and 199 is winning right now, 66% to 34%. Scott McKenzie, 19.9 CobraCast Snake Pit merch win. We got to work that out. Lord Cass for $1.99. Thank you. Appreciate that. Didn't we get 10 gifted memberships earlier? Why am I missing? I don't see the 10 gifted memberships. Brad Mann, fun fact, Roman Emperor Septimius Servius was actually the original Star Wars Celebration host in 199. I know Eric K has it in the private chat for Twitter. So who gifted the 10 D-Day Cobra memberships? Who is it? Press tilde, I think, tilde. How do I say that? Press tilde. 10 D-Day Cobra memberships. We're starting out hot with 11 memberships already. Okay, let's jump right into this story about DeSantis and Trump. Okay, let's see. I see in the chat. Tilde. Is it tilde? Press tilde. Okay, got you. Let's listen to this right quick. I want to know what the Snake Pit thinks about this. I'm very, very interested in what you guys think about this. Okay.
The Trump-DeSantis shadow Cold War continues. But this was interesting, Buck. In the last hour, Trump truthed out as follows, and I'm curious what you think about this and how you would analyze it. And this is from Trump, like I said, an hour ago, discussing Ron DeSantis. And let me make sure I get it in front of me to read exactly what he said. Because this is maybe the, I would say, Buck, the first time that I've seen a hint like this. Tell me if you agree with me. Ron DeSantis is a young man who is not doing well against me in the polls, to put it mildly. I believe that if he decides to run for president, which will only hurt and somewhat divide the Republican Party, he will lose the cherished and massive MAGA vote. and never be able to successfully run for office again. If he remains governor, which is what Florida voters assumed, it would be a whole different story. All caps, just saying, but who knows? So when I read this as Trump saying I might pick him as my VP. Do you read it this way, Buck, or how would you analyze? Again, this is Trump, a Truth Social tweet he put up in the last hour.
I think that that's perhaps supposed to be the interpretation of it. I think that there is no chance that Ron DeSantis would believe that Donald Trump would really want him to be his VP. I don't see that. I don't see that happen. I could be wrong, and we could see that play out very differently. But Trump's VP pick it's not going to be somebody. I mean, I'll tell you again, this is assuming he wins the primary, which is an assumption and which may very well not happen. So, we don't know. But if he's going to be able to pick a VP, it would be somebody who loves Trump a lot. That will be number one thing.
See, I don't let's so that's at 213, so we'll go back. But I don't take this
apps.
I don't take this as that. But I can see where they're coming from. Okay. By the way, 199 has won with 69%. 199 it is. It's the 199 crew. Book it. The 199 crew. I want to see you guys out in full force tomorrow on Geeks and Gamers Daily. And I want to see you every day representing the 199s. Okay. So back to this. So he's definitely trying. What he is doing, he's acknowledging that Ron DeSantis has influence within the Republican Party. I think that's fair to say. He is definitely acknowledging that DeSantis has influence, but not near enough. DeSantis can't touch Trump. It's never going to happen. On his best day, DeSantis can't touch Trump on his worst day. But in the bottom here, which is what Florida voters assumed, it would be a whole different story, just saying. So if he remains governor, which is what Florida voters assumed, it would be a whole different story, just saying, with all caps. So I can see where they're coming from with this. I think essentially he's just saying stand down is basically what he's saying. He's like, if you really want a political future, you need to stand down. That's what I take from it. I don't take the VP stuff. I take this as if you want a political future, you need to stand down and fall in line. I don't necessarily take the VP leap with it. That's what I think. So what do you guys think? That's what I want to know. That's my interpretation of it. Let's listen to a little bit more of what Clay and Buck have to say, though, because I like Clay and Buck. I'm a huge fan of Clay Travis, by the way. I have been for a long time.
Who loves Trump a lot. That will be number one thing. Somebody who is very, very loyal to Trump. So I don't know who that is. I think there's some names already out there. It's not going to be Glenn Youngkin. It's not going to be Kemp. It's not going to be someone from a state that they could help deliver, unfortunately. And if any, you can mark this day and we can go back and remember that. I'm just saying what I think is pretty obvious and where this is likely to go. Again, assuming that Trump were to win it. But I don't see DeSantis wanting to be anybody's VP either. I mean, why not just keep being the best governor in the country? That's my sense of it.
I'd be curious to hear what people out there are thinking about it. I think it's probably smart strategically of Trump, because there are a lot of people listening to us right now that would say they like Trump DeSantis as a ticket. Now, the 11th Amendment, there is a issue that would have to be resolved because under current interpretations, you can't have two candidates from the same state. So if Trump were running as president and Ron DeSantis were running as vice president, presumably DeSantis could never go somewhere else because he's the governor. Trump might have to become a resident of a different state in order to pick DeSantis as his VP. That, to me, would just be messy because that given all the other legal hurdles that are underway, Democrats would do everything they could to say, oh, Trump is not a resident of insert other state here, and they would challenge it legally.
I think this is...
Let me hear what he had to say again.
Trump?
So I'm trying to hear what he's saying.
I'd be curious to hear what people out there are thinking about it. I think it's probably smart strategically of Trump, because there are a lot of people listening to us right now that would say they like Trump DeSantis as a ticket. Now, the 11th Amendment, there is a issue that would have to be resolved because under current interpretations, you can't have two candidates from the same state.
Current interpretations.
So if Trump were running as president and Ron DeSantis were running as vice president, presumably DeSantis could never go somewhere else because he's the governor. Trump might have
I don't see how that's with the DeSantis thing. I don't see how that's accurate.
To become a resident of a different state in order to pick DeSantis as his VP. That to me would just be messy because you know that given all the other legal hurdles that are underway, Democrats would do everything they could to say, oh, Trump is not a resident of insert other state here, and they would challenge it legally.
I think this is Trump in his way. This for people who are all in on Trump right now as their candidate. Remember, DeSantis hasn't announced yet. We all know, I mean, it's a little bit of a weird situation because with the resign to run law and with the current Florida legislature in session, we all know why he hasn't announced yet. It's not like there's this is strange that he has. This is
that's the way I always felt about it. Trump has properties all everywhere. There's ways to work around if there's any kind of loopholes there. I've never thought that was going to be an issue. With that said, I'm going to say something that's probably not the most popular thing. I don't fucking want DeSantis. I don't fucking want him. He showed his true colors. He like, again, I say this as a fan. I say this as a previous fan of Ron DeSantis. When Trump needed you most, you were playing fucking games behind the scenes. You know what I mean? So I don't want him. I think that you need somebody that's going to stay the course. And DeSantis has proven right now that he can't be trusted. So I just don't trust Ron DeSantis right now. Maybe he can change that, but what I'm saying is right now, as it stands, with what we know and what we've seen, I don't trust him. Can he win my trust back? Yes, he 100% can. But I don't trust him as it stands right now. I do not trust him. And I'm Trump all the way. And DeSantis clearly has, like I said, he clearly has influence. He's popular guy. And again, I liked him a lot. I'm still a fan of what he did in the state of Florida, but you know, I'm not gonna I see some of these people, man, some of these conservative commentators just fall over themselves to try to justify what DeSantis has done recently. And it's just not good. It's not good at all. And I saw Dave Rubin just trying his best. Like Dave Rubin, it feels like Dave Rubin and the Daily Wire and Ben Shapiro guys, it just feels like they are DeSantis's PR firm at this point in time, dude. They are just convinced that he can do no wrong at all. He's the greatest thing ever. They all have their anti-Trump bullshit, and I'm just tired of it. Age of Empire 2. Okay. Got you on that one. Vanity super chat, but Age of Empire 2, I got you. A benign kind of freak. I got you. And yes, they are 100% anti-Trump because they do everything they can to take shots at him and disrespect him constantly. Ultimately, they fall in line when there's no other option, but they would do anything to have another option with Trump. They just ultimately realize it's either Trump or Biden, so we're going to have to support Trump. So, yes, they are. Daily Wire, the big wigs at Daily Wire are 100% have not a severe case of TDS, but they definitely have a mild case of TDS, a mild case, 100%. And yes, they're all upset over mean tweets. They all whine and cry over mean tweets. And I'm so sick and tired of it. Yes, Ben Shapiro. Yeah, exactly. Ben, he came around, started backing Trump. He did, and then he went back to his TDS ways right after. Because once you have TDS, it's almost impossible to get rid of it. It may go away for a little while, but eventually the TDS always returns. It's like a severe case of TDS, which is what Ben Shapiro had a long time ago. Like he point blank said Donald Trump was a racist, a sexist, and a misogynist. He said those words. It's kind of hard to go back on that. It's kind of hard, especially when there's straight up left-wing talking points. So, yeah, Mike Cernovich is trash. By the way, speaking of trash takes, I had to blast Timmy Boy today. So Tim Pool says the Mario movie should have been called The Adventures of Princess Peach and Her Wacky Sidekick Mario. So I responded and I said, stick to fence riding politics. And I quote tweeted him and I basically was like, hello, how do you do, fellow gamers? And it's so funny because like I quote tweeted him, and so Luke said the same thing. They demasculated Mario and made a girl boss movie with no good storyline. Bowser was a simp. I wouldn't recommend the Super Mario Brothers movie. So I quote tweeted both of these jackasses. Like, how do you do, fellow gamers? These clowns have no idea what they're talking about. These clowns have no idea what the hell they are talking about. Temple has no clue. I did put this screenshot up of these clowns trying to play Mario Kart. This is the cringiest thing ever to watch them try to play Mario Kart. And I just, yeah, I couldn't believe that I saw Tim Pool tweeting this crap. So yeah, I had like, again, Bowser has always been a simp. Okay. And the word simp is just like, if people are going to use it, understand what it actually means. But this just shows these guys don't know anything about this stuff. And I think Mario is a very important movie. From what we've seen in entertainment, I think the Mario movie is going to turn out to be hugely important moving forward. So I'm just so tired of all of it. But hey, you know, I saw some conservatives. I saw Jack Posobiec. Jack Posobiec decided to try to talk about the Mario movie, which was hilarious. When I saw that one, let me see right here. Jack Posobiec, Mr. Fuck video games, fuck nerd culture. And now Jack Posobiec's like, the original creator of Mario, Miyamoto, was heavily involved in the production of the animated film and insisted that it have as little plot as possible just to feel like one of the games. It has no woke narratives, and all the characters are exactly like the original games. He's right. Everything he said is right. The fact is now you want to talk about video game and video game movies. Now you want to have that discussion. Now you want to have the discussion. I love seeing this happen because, again, if you are willing to stick to it, hey, man, welcome aboard. Okay. But I don't think these guys are going to stick to it. I don't think they would stick to it at all. And that's my issue with it right there. But I am happy about the Mario movie, and I've discussed that more over on Geeks and Gamers, and that's what I focus. Obviously, we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about on this show, but I tend to try to focus on some of the political stuff going on here, and I stick to the entertainment stuff over on Geeks and Gamers. Where are we at? You guys are still here, lighting it up. Thank you guys so much. So we are the 199s now. So it's the 199 crew, Geeks and Gamers 199 crew. This is the Snake Pit. We got Jared the American. What's up, Jared the American? Hey, Jeremy, I'm starting my own daily live stream. Hell yeah, man. Congratulations. Keep it up. Keep the grind up. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Albert, not a retro. Thanks, bro. 19.9 gets my vote. Yours lost, unfortunately. Sorry, bro. But thank you, Albert. Brother Rudlock says, "Hail, Jeremy. I I have an English to Bama dictionary we got in Tuscaloosa when I was a kid. If I can get to Vegas, will you sign it? Yes, I'll sign whatever you want if you're in Vegas, man. Whatever you want. Lord Cass says, hey, can you something nice about me? I'm assuming you said say. Can I say something nice about you? Your typing is slightly better than that person earlier that they created the 199 crew. Just slightly. Because at least you didn't misspell a word. You just didn't add the word at all. So, is that okay? Thank you for the super chat. Paul Estrada. Hail, Jeremy and Snake Pit. There's an old Power Ranger song called the 541. Our theme song should be called the 199. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Andy Madison, sending your tracking number to Steph tomorrow. Hell yeah. What's up, Andy? How you doing, buddy? Darian Murphy, I'm with you. I don't trust DeSantis anymore. I hate the fact that I don't trust DeSantis anymore, too. Like, it sucks. But he did this to himself. He did this to himself. Bob R says, Candace Owens for VP. What do you think? No. I've always liked Candace Owens, but she kind of dipped her toes in the anti-Trump stuff for a little while there. I know she's backed off of it since, but you know, I've always liked Candace, but no, not for VP, not even close. Jace the pop culture vandal. Jeremy sounds like Mace Windu talking to Anakin. I don't trust him. Funny considering many thought DeSantis was the chosen one until recently. It is true. It is true. I hear you, Joseph. Joseph says, why can't DeSantis just be honest with us? I know. Like his lack of being genuine is what bothers me. Like he's just so disingenuous. And the thing with DeSantis is that he's always been a straightforward guy, tackling things head on until Trump. And then he started to turn into a politician. Every time the Trump stuff would come up, he started to sound like a politician. And that's my big issue with it. It's like, this has not been you. You have never talked like this. You have never danced around things. You have never played the political game until now. Just Chillin' says DeSantis stabbed Trump in the back. DeSantis burned that bridge with Trump. I mean, I think Trump is trying to look at bigger and better things. I mean, at the end of the day, this is crucial. Like, this is Trump's last run. He's going to be too old. This is all or nothing for Trump. So I think Trump's is looking at the bigger picture right now. There's bigger implications, and he's trying his best to try to maybe settle this. Maybe. But I don't think DeSantis... I think DeSantis has too many corrupt people in his ear. The Bush family, Karl Rove, Paul Ryan. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. JJ52, Psalm 19:19. Let me see. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. The ordinances of the Lord are reliable and together righteous. Also, orange gottens are weird. Thank you. Surly SOB, we are 199 sounds like a play on the Misfits song. We are 138. I don't know that song, but there's a lot of memes in it. So if it sounds like something else, that's definitely what we're going for sure. Did we just get 10 more gifted memberships? Did I see that correctly? Why are they not showing up on the back end? That's so strange. Hailstorm, get Eric K in here in the back, and so he can at least share these with me in the private chat, because they're for some reason these are not showing up, and I don't know why. Because I see we got Press has sent 2, right? 2 gifted memberships, or is it 2 10s, or is it just 1 10? The back end is messed up. I saw someone tweeted this earlier. Hey, look, man, if you're watching, it may happen. Am I ever going to get a free membership? Lurch Troll Slight Return is looking for the free membership. It might happen. It's random. So maybe not, man. Maybe it'll happen one of these days. I hope so. I have faith that it will happen. I have faith that it will happen at some point. We got to talk about the Dalai Lama. There we go. Hang on. Where did it go? Let's see. Age of Empire 2 says it gives 5 gifted memberships. 5. That's what's up, man. Thank you. Look at that. Look at that. No, I'm not showing the video. I am 100% not showing this video. I haven't seen the video. I mean, I saw it populating on social media, and then I saw what it was about. I'm like, I ain't watching this shit. I cannot watch this shit. So no, I'm not watching it. Not watching it at all. But let's look at this comment from the Dalai Lama. Look at this. A video clip has been circulating that shows a recent meeting with the young boy. When a young boy asked His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, if he could give him a hug. His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused. Let's see. His Holiness often teases people when he meets an innocent and playful way. Even in public and before cameras, he regrets the incident. This got community notes. The quote teasing that Dalai Lama is referring to is from a video where he asked a boy to suck his tongue. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Now again, those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. So what do we always do when we have some freak out there? We type their name with Donald Trump, and guess what the Dalai Lama had to say? Donald Trump has a lack of moral principle. Every single time. Every single time. They always project on Trump. Every single time. It never fails, dude. It never fails. Every time you turn around, one of these freaks gets busted for doing something creepy, and they always have anti-Trump remarks in their history every single time. That is why there are two types of people that I get overly concerned about. People that cry about Donald Trump all day long. Again, you can dislike Trump. That's fine. I don't care if you dislike the man. I don't care if you didn't vote for him. Obviously, I think you're wrong. But hey, if you just don't like him, that's your own personal opinion. Go for it. Okay? But I'm just saying that when your entire existence is to sit there and project all of these bad things about Trump, then I have a lot of concerns about what you are. I just have all these concerns about what you actually are hiding. That and people with pronouns in their bio. So if you have pronouns in your bio, or if your entire existence is to hate on Trump, then I typically don't trust you. That's it. So I think Hailstorm, I think we already have our winner. What do you think?
That sounds good.
Have fun with that when you got a little time. That's going to be a fun one right there. So yeah, man, these people are disgusting. These people are disgusting. And I'm absolutely sick and tired of it. Lord Cass says, no, I'm just asking for something along the lines of a compliment. I've been suicidal as of late, but it makes sense that you would just troll me. I mean, what does it matter? I am no one compared to the Cobra commander. Well, that's not true. And I appreciate the super chat. And I would say, man, if you're definitely feeling down, then there's obviously something that you can find in your life that gives you joy. I think we all have that. I mean, look, I can never tell you that I've ever been suicidal in my life. I can tell you that have I had ups and downs? Yes. Have I had bad days? Do I have things that consume me sometimes? Of course, I'm a human being, and we all have bad times. And we all have things that overwhelm us. One of the worst things right now for people from a mentality standpoint and mentally, I think, is social media. Social media is horrible. Social media is awful. It just continues to just beat you down with negative news after negative news. But you know what? There's times where I spend a lot of time on social media, obviously, and I see how terrible everything is. And then I'll just be like randomly go somewhere and see like some random thing. And I'm like, damn, man, I really love life. Life is awesome. It's got like this, whatever it is. It could be something simple, something that connects with me. And it kind of pulls you like out of that negativity, that constant badgering. But like right now, everything is divisive, everything. So I would say disconnecting from social media is probably a good idea if you're feeling down, for sure. And try to find something positive that you can have that kind of pulls you away from that for a little while. It's all about it's like anything else in life. What is life about in terms of like how you consume things? Moderation. Everything is good in moderation. I do like Culver's every day. I love Culver's, but every now and then I'll have to skip a day on Culver's, okay? Because moderation's important. So we appreciate you here in the snake pit, brother. That's for damn sure. And yeah, and never can tell because we do a lot of yes, holy shit. This is me right here. This is me. This is me. You see that sign back there? Good cars get you there. Fast cars get you in trouble. Why do I always drive? Driving is therapeutic for me. I love driving. I just love it. I just love driving. It just takes me to a different place. It takes me out of the internet for a little while. I'm able to focus. I'm able to think. It helps me be creative. It helps me kind of just take a step back from things. It's small and it's probably nothing to a lot of people in terms of that, but like for me, it works. And everybody has that thing where they can find that kind of gives them that therapy. And because I'm not the type of person that will ever, now again, this is just me. I'm not saying for you, but for me, if I will never pay some guy that's a shrink or something like that to pour my thoughts out. It's just, I can't do it. It's not me. I can find other things, you know what I mean? But as far as Lord Koss, are you in our Discord or not? Or you can shoot me an email, man. And if you need anything, man, I'm sure we can work something out. So just let me know. Let me know, man. I got your back, brother. I got your back. So, but yeah, you can definitely shoot me an email or contact me on Discord or Twitter. Anything you need, man. I got your back. Let's see. I appreciate the super chat, dude. Genuinely do. We got 1,600 people here. We got 36 new members. Kevin just dropped 20 new memberships. 20. That's what's up. Eric K, see if you can get Lord Koss connected with me. And we'll see what we can do for you, man. Eric K in the chat. 20 gifted memberships. That's 36 on the night. 36 new members. Snake Pit is rising up as always. Celebrity Jeremy says, I found that having a purpose bigger than myself helps a lot with my down days. Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's all individual based, man. You never know. You never know what affects certain people or whatever. And everybody's different. I had a just because the topic's there. I just want to address it because the topic's there. Because I don't like talking about things that I do privately for anyone. But if we're being like transparent about stuff, since the topic was there. So I went off on this guy on Twitter years ago. And he was trashing me. He was calling me all these fucking names. So I retweeted him and went after him. And, next day I got an email from a family member telling me about this person was going through some episodes. I confirmed with the family member all the information they were giving me. I did a lot of referencing and stuff like that and confirmed it was true. So I hopped on a call with the guy and, talked through it to work it out, because at the end of the day, it's just the internet. But I'm the type of guy, like, I'm a counter puncher. I will never, I'm not going to hit first unless you're Tim Pool. And I mean that like on the internet, not like literal physical fight, because clearly I've gone after Tim Pool and he doesn't even know I exist. He doesn't know my name. But I'm saying on the internet, I'm a counter puncher. I'm not going to go after you if you're just like doing your thing. But the reason I responded to Tim Pool was because I felt like he went after his audience. And so I have to stand up for the audience. But in theory, like if you're just an average viewer, if you're just an average, YouTube guy, YouTube personality, if you're just an equal to me or whatever, I'm not going to go after you, but I'll respond and I'll respond all day long if I have to, but I'm not going to go up to you and start it. So that's just my mentality. Yes, for the audience. You got to stand up for the audience, because the audience is the only thing that fucking matters. It always is the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter how many times, how many subscribers you have. It doesn't matter how many members you have. It doesn't matter how many super chats you have. It doesn't matter how many big time guests you have. At the end of the day, guess why people like Matt Gaetz come on Tim Pool's show? Guess why people like all these politicians comes on his show? Guess why? Because he has an audience. And he wanted to disrespect his audience. And that pisses me the fuck off, because they don't come there for you, Tim, because you're not fucking interesting. You have a massive audience. That's why people want to talk to you, not because of you. You're boring as fuck. But you have an amazing audience. And you shit on them. Fuck that. Pisses me off. And it's just like, it's like represents what's going on in Hollywood right now. It represents all the shit I've been covering for years. Disrespecting audience. You don't disrespect your audience under any circumstance whatsoever. And if you do, you better apologize and recognize it real fucking quick. You do not shit on your audience. It is the number one rule. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have 20 fucking subscribers on YouTube, if you have hundreds of thousands, if you have millions, or if you're a corporation. You do not shit on your fans. You do not shit on the customer. You don't do it. That's why I'm so passionate about that. Let's see. Jeremy loves his audience. I know, because I'm conservative, and he talks shit about us just like he does with his friends. Talk shit about us, meaning like in a playful way. Yeah. I treat people like they're my equal. I don't try to treat anybody like you're not, like you're beneath me. Because you're not. In fact, most of you are probably better than me in a lot of ways. I just happen to have a microphone and a camera and people are listening. That doesn't make me better at all. Luke H says the Dalai Lama gets the wood chipper. Looks like the Dalai Lama is going to be getting a beard of shame tonight. And I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that. Sugar Nuts says that wasn't the Dalai Lama. That was Joe Biden in Asian face. Oh, man, that was good. Fatty Lotus says Trump Lake 2024, Candace for press secretary, and Dalai Lama for Biden impersonator. I want Kayleigh McEnany back for White House press secretary. I think Kayleigh McEnany was phenomenal. I thought she was amazing. And I would rather have Kayleigh back. Kayleigh was goated. I met Kayleigh McEnany. She was awesome. Haas Bonaventure. Jeremy, how do you feel about the 9/11 conspiracies? There are a lot of things that don't add up about the official story, like Building 7. What I'll say about that is that, and I'm not going to say I've ever done a deep dive into it. I don't trust George W. Bush at all. I think George W. Bush is a horrible person, a terrible, terrible person in every way in every single way possible. I think the Bush family are just as corrupt as the Clintons and the Obamas. I think the Bush, they don't get referenced as the Bush crime family enough. And so that entire administration was corrupt. That entire government was corrupt. And so I wouldn't put anything past them. I fucking hate the Bush family. I fucking hate them. I despise them. I thought George W. Bush was such an awful president. And you see it now. I mean, and that's what's such a turnoff with DeSantis is that you're in with the Bush family now. That's not good. There's no scenario where that's good. There's no scenario where that's acceptable. Not one. And it sucks. Adam says, Jeremy, you got to watch the Mario, Luigi, and John Gotti video. Truly legendary. Mario Luigi story. I'll have to check that one out. Dude, there's so many of these good there's good videos out there. Darth Gabble says Trump was already stabbed in the back by Pence, and everyone else on his side. He is never going to tolerate DeSantis. Ronnie Boy needs to pull out and wait for 2028. I don't know if he can survive 2028 unless he actually makes amends with Trump. I really don't. I don't think he can make it. Like, MAGA is too powerful. Without MAGA, you're not going to do it. And it will happen, man. So let's just assume that Trump wins 2024 and goes on and has another wonderful 4 years of making America great again. Let's just assume that happens. And then, so DeSantis is going to stay the Florida governor until his term's up. And then he's going to run in 2028, but you've already pissed off MAGA. So how can you win without MAGA if Trump is going to have another 4 years? He can't do it. He cannot win without MAGA. It's impossible. So I don't see a scenario. Let me see. What is that? Got that one. Got that one. Got that one. Blue Eyed Scorpio, for your get the F out of here, dude, made me laugh, and I agree. This is absolutely there is absolutely nothing playful about saying that to a little boy. No, 100%, dude. Dalai Lama is a sick fuck, a disgusting sick fuck, and again, man, that's just whenever, like, think about it. When people actually are preaching that loud, what do they have to hide? That's what I wonder. And I don't just mean like religious people per se. Like, Dalai Lama can be whoever, whatever. This is about you going after Trump for what? Why did you say that Donald Trump has a lack of moral principle? Why would you say that? Why would you say that about him? Did you say that about Bill Clinton? Did you say that about other presidents? Did you say that about Barack Obama, who's hanging out with Big Mike? Did you say that? Again, just to repeat it right here. Why did he say this? Why did he say this? That's my question. Why? Why don't you say that about Obama? Hanging out with Big Mike? Huh? No, it's always about Trump, because Trump is the way that they can project all of their horrible things onto everyone else. Those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. That's the problem that I have with it. So you can be a whatever. You can be a religious leader. You can be a whatever. None of that matters to me. I don't care about all that. I have nothing against people that are religious leaders, and I have nothing against religion. I have a problem when people in positions like that go out of their way to talk bad about a president of the United States, a sitting president of the United States of America, but you wouldn't have taken that position with another president. And that kind of goes back to like the whole thing. Like, I saw the UFC stuff, which was amazing. I don't know if I can play this UFC stuff that happened with Trump. But one thing that bothered me was when, what's his name? We're just going to play it. We're just going to play it and see what happens. I know Hailstorm's got some of these clips. I'll probably fast forward through it, though. Let me see if I can fast forward. It was the UFC fighter right here. Okay. This is what pissed me off about this. Okay. So let me share my screen. All right. Boom, boom. Here we go. Okay, so this is what this rubbed me the wrong way. Okay, this rubbed me the wrong way, but not what he said, not what the fighter said. It's Joe Rogan's response that rubbed me the wrong way.
I want to say, greatest president in the history of the world, sitting right there. I love.
You see Joe Rogan? Hey, I'm smiling. Hey, there's President Trump. Yeah, you're the same guy that said you actively don't want to help him and you refuse to have him on your show. Hey, there's Trump. Let me smile. Yay, because there's a fighter that said he's great. Yeah, you're the same guy that said you actively don't want to help him. Pisses me off.
I love that guy. We also got the greatest governor of all time here in Florida.
Yeah, I can't keep showing it. He praised DeSantis and Trump. I'll probably get blocked if I keep that going. Now, what pisses me off is that would Joe Rogan actively deny Barack Obama? If Barack Obama requested to come on the Joe Rogan show, would he point blank say, I don't want to help Barack Obama? Would he say those words? Because that's what he said about Trump. Hypocrisy is what I'm tired of. I'm tired of the hypocrisy. And these cowards wouldn't say this shit. If you wouldn't say it about Obama, don't fucking say it about Trump. If you're so terrified of the Obama side because he was a president, then don't fucking say it about Trump. If you say it about Trump, say it about Obama. That's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of the hypocrisy. That's what pisses me off. And so there's that. And I don't have anything like Joe Rogan's a powerful entity. He's, I think, generally speaking, very level-headed guy. And I like to hear what he has to say about a lot of things. But my line is drawn with Trump because we are in this fucking position right now because of that type of mindset, the coward mindset that it's okay to trash Trump. It's okay to disrespect Trump. But none of these people would disrespect Barack Obama because they're terrified. They're scared to death. That's my issue right there. If it's not okay to disrespect the president, then don't disrespect the president. But if it's open game and if it's okay to disrespect the president, then why don't you call Barack Obama out, Joe Rogan? Why don't you say what needs to be said about Barack Obama? Why don't you call him out for all the evil shit he did? Why don't you question Barack Obama and Big Mike? But it's okay to talk bad about Trump and say you don't want to help him and you think he's this and you think he's that. It's bullshit. Hate Trump all you want. Don't coddle Barack Obama. Don't coddle all these other fucking horrible presidents that we've had. But hey, the one guy that didn't start any new wars, that's the guy that they all want to cry about all day long. Bullshit. Where are we at? Celluloid Dream. The llama deserves the Gary Plauché treatment. He's gonna get the beard of shame. Raging Bull immediately joined to watch Jeremy say, "Get the fuck out." Well, here's more shekels from the Merchants Guild successfully funding and bankrolling this video. Well, thank you, Raging Bull. I appreciate it. I will gladly always accept your super chats and your donations if you choose that I'm worthy of them. I really appreciate that. Smash the melee button. We're almost up to 1,000 likes, ladies and gentlemen, here at CobraCast. My name is Jeremy D-Day Cobra, and I appreciate you being here. The 199s are in the house. Shout out. Hopefully for Tuesday night's main event tomorrow, we're going to have the 199 emojis for all of you. So hopefully. There's Kevin's 20 gifted D-Day Cobra memberships. We got Celebrity Jeremy. I got that one. Jose M. Where did it go? Jose M. When the Dalai Lama gets disappeared by the Chinese, he's going to wish he had supported Donald John Trump, the greatest president of our lifetime. Hail the 45th and 47th president of the United States. Absolutely. Well said, Jose M. Sophie says, I dare you to come drive in Lima, Peru. Oh, I can drive. I can drive anywhere. I can drive anything. I can drive anywhere. I'm that good. I used to have a CDL license, although I'll let it expire. But I used to have a Class A, Class B CDL license. No, I didn't. I never had the Class A. I had the Class B. I didn't. Well, the company that I worked for, I didn't need the Class A, so I had a Class B CDL. Class A, they didn't need me to get that one, so I can drive a big rig if I need to. But and the forklift, I can drive a forklift. I can drive a reach truck. All right. I can do all that. I can drive the order picker. I can drive my car. I can drive my truck. I can drive a standard. I can drive an automatic, obviously. I can drive anything. So let's see. Silliest Goose. I have Ford. Oh, food. Good food drive. I thought you said Ford. Good food drive. Let's see. Pyro Fusion Dancer. Hi, Jeremy. Did you see where the Louisville shooter posted TDS stuff on social media and quoted Kylo Ren before he shot up the bank? Link in Discord. I heard some stuff about that. I'm looking in Discord right now. Let's see. All right, let's see. All right. Let's see this story. I have not seen this yet. Jeremy can also drive Jay crazy. Well, that's 100% true. All right, let's see here. Look at here. Look at here. Revealed suspected Kentucky bank shooter posted anti-Trump pro-lockdown content on Reddit. I'll be doing my part to make sure it's not the warm response Trump's looking for. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Now, again, see, here's the thing about all this. I don't think it's necessary that every person that does something bad, I don't think that you should necessarily look into their past and try to determine that it's one thing or the other. But, and what I mean by this is something horrible. Like, this is different than somebody saying something, or whatever. So when someone does something horrible, they do something horrible. The problem is the left has consistently weaponized things like this when it fits their narrative. They have decided to weaponize it every single time that it fits their narrative. And when it doesn't fit their narrative, they just ignore it. They bury the story. They bury the story every single time. And that's the problem with it right there. So, let me see. Yeah, something about Trump's racist tweets and all of that. Anyway, more garbage from the mainstream. The mainstream's just trash. Thank you for stuff. Pyrofusion, I see you right now. Became a member of the snake pit over there, the 199 gang. You guys, Lost Tales always posting Alex Jones videos. I swear I thought I was going to get hit for that Alex Jones video the other day. I really did. That freaking Alex Jones was, bro. He was, let's see. So the Louisville shooter wasn't just a TDS and a pronouns and bio guy. He literally quoted Kylo Ren right before he shot up the bank. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. So he was a pronouns and bio guy too. As a matter of fact, speaking of that, did you guys see this story right here? Look at here. Look at here. Look at there. The woman behind the Bud Light Dylan Mulvaney campaign uses she, her pronouns on LinkedIn. In an unsurfaced video prior to the brand's collaboration with Dylan, the brand's VP of marketing talked about having a campaign that's truly inclusive and appeals to women. So she then decided it would be great, inclusive idea to choose to have a man represent women. Always pronouns in bio. Always pronouns in bio. You can never trust anyone with pronouns in their bio. You can't do it. I'm not saying that every single person is automatically bad that does it. I'm just saying that you can't trust people with pronouns in their bio. You can't, because they actively have a social justice disease. They actively have something wrong with them that has determined that you have to know their pronouns. No normal thinking human being thinks that you need to know their pronouns. No one thinks this. No single normal thinking person thinks like this at all. Period. End of discussion. That is just a fact. That is a bottom line. Alec Baldwin's finger. What up, Alec Baldwin's finger? Says, looks like Brittany Venti got her Twitter and YouTube back today. Well, she had Twitter back. And I think she had YouTube back too, but she was dealing with a strike. Now, did she get a strike lifted? That would be great. But, or she wasn't dealing with strikes. She couldn't live stream or something like that. But shout out to Brittany Venti. Yeah, but she got her Twitter back like a week ago, I feel like, or something like that. But yeah, you as far as pronouns in bio, 100% do not like it. They are the most unnecessary things in the world. They are done by people that need a victim mentality. They need to build that victim narrative within. Yeah, so every time I get into if I see somebody comment on Twitter, something about me or whatever, I look at their bio and I'm like, pronouns. I'm done. Like you literally, your opinion is the most irrelevant opinion on the planet. It is truly the most irrelevant opinion on the planet. Let's see. She was live streaming again tonight, or she was live streaming tonight. All right, sweet. Thank you, Josiah. Appreciate that. Josiah Robinson. Where are we at? Joe C. What up, Josie? People need to face it. Anyone going against Trump is part of the establishment. They hate us in America. Trump and Kerry Lake all the way. Cheers. That's just the hard line I've had to draw. You know, I've had to draw this line because I cannot take it anymore. I can't take what's going on. And I don't have there's no more time for bullshit, man. There's no more time for bullshit. There's no time for Tim Pool to flip-flop on Trump every other fucking week. There's no time for Ben Shapiro to be the DeSantis marketing PR firm. There's no time for Dave Rubin to try to listen, let me find this. This was on Valuetainment the other day. Let me see. Valuetainment. And I'm pretty sure they had Rudy Giuliani on, and they had Dave Rubin. Let's see. All right, here we go. And I love Valuetainment. Great channel. Patrick Bet David is awesome. Here we go.
DeSantis, Trump. One of the conversations that's been coming up is the fact that, hey, Megyn Kelly came out the other day and said, hey, Ron DeSantis, I'm not for Trump. Everyone knows Megyn Kelly is not somebody that's going around, promoting Donald Trump. We all know what happened, what kind of question. She asked the first question. We know this, right? Okay. She goes out and says, DeSantis is not going out there. He's hiding. You're afraid to come and be interviewed by me. You're doing a softball interview by Piers Morgan, and we know Piers Morgan is more for you than it is for Trump. Anyways, I don't need to get into it. So then the conversation becomes on NBC or some of these places like, I'm not going to go do the interview unless you say you apologize for this or for that or for this. Is the strategy he's taken? He hasn't announced yet. There's a lot of things you kind of educated us about Florida on some of the things which you can share with the audience. He hasn't announced yet. Do you think he's taking the right strategy right now, not going out there and doing a lot of interviews?
Yeah.
Dave, I'll go to you first.
Well, first off, I just want to say I don't work for the campaign. I've never been given a dime by the campaign.
That's pretty interesting that you have to qualify that before this. Like, you're already sounding guilty, Dave Rubin. You're already sounding, hey, I'm not paid by DeSantis. I just want to point out I'm not paid by DeSantis. I just literally lick his boot all day long on social media. Holy shit.
Our campaign manager. Tell him the truth, Dave, so everybody knows.
I work for tequila. No, I've never been given anything. Look, I again, just to reiterate, the reason that I support the guy the way I do is because I see what he has done to my life, and I suspect that many of you, if you live in Florida, are feeling the exact same thing. And I just see what's going on here relative to a country right now that is upside down in so many ways. As for the strategy related to that, I mean, the truth is I don't know if he's running. Let's go on the assumption he's running for the.
I want to talk to these guys. I want to talk to Dave Rubin. I'm going to say, Dave, how do you feel about the reports that the Bush family and Karl Rove are advising Ron DeSantis? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about those reports? How do you feel about the reports that Paul Ryan is involved? How do you feel about these things? If true, because we cannot confirm 100%, if true, where do you stand with DeSantis if those things are true? If it is true that the Bushes are working with him directly, how do you feel about that? I would love to know. I'd love to know your thoughts.
For the purpose of this conversation, there are some laws in the Florida legislature that he would have to step down. I mean, he just won re-election by an unbelievable landslide. I mean, don't forget the guy, 4 years ago, he only beat Andrew Gillum, who turned out to be a meth addict. He only beat him by 30,000 votes. That's how close Florida got to basically being Illinois or New York or
yeah. And how did he beat Gillum? How did he beat the gay black crackhead Andrew Gillum? He was losing massively in his primaries. So how did he actually beat Gillum? I'm sure Dave's going to tell us.
California at this point, once you factor in COVID. So that's one thing. So he'd have to figure out some of the legislative stuff, which, they've got a supermajority here. I think that'll work itself out. I think the other part of this probably is, if you're the guy that from where I sit, I think most people see as the most competent public leader that we have at this point, a guy who also, as I said before, the age thing, I think he's about 45, he's got 3 kids. He's a family man. Think of all the people over the last, 6 years who would say, I get Trump on the policy. I like the policies. It's working. The economy's cooking, peace in the Middle East, all that stuff.
So this is a long way of just saying I want DeSantis over Trump without having the balls to say it outright. This is like a long way of saying I want DeSantis over Trump. But typical DeSantis people, they can't just they do the same thing that Ron DeSantis does. It's political speak. You're just spewing out bullshit. Just answer the fucking question. Just answer the fucking question. That's it. Just answer the fucking question.
I don't like the tweets and the attitude, right? That was the whole thing. I don't like the mean tweets. Well, congratulations. You got it with this guy. So the point is,
anyway, my point being is that was a ridiculous answer. That was a ridiculous answer from Dave Rubin. I've never had anything against Dave Rubin. I've always enjoyed a lot of Dave Rubin's content. I think I met him at a DeSantis event, actually. I met him at a DeSantis event in Tampa and had no idea who I was. Had no fucking idea who I was. And that's the funny thing is like these guys, they will treat you differently if they know you have a following. But if they don't know you have a following, then you're nothing. And that's fine. I guess that's kind of par for the course, whatever. But it's like, I don't know, man. It just seems really kind of disingenuous how he had no idea who I was. And it just treated me as such as well. And that's the funny part to all of it. Stephen Wasick for $20. Jeremy Andrew Tate had a short where he became a chess master, but his dad made him stop because he didn't want him to become a fucking geek. He also said the geeks will never get women because they don't care if you're smart. Yeah, I've seen some of the Andrew Tate comments on that, and I feel the same way about him on that front as I do any of these other fucking meatheads that talk like that. The difference in Andrew Tate is that I see something beyond Andrew Tate with the Andrew Tate story because he was mass banned from social media and unfairly imprisoned. And people cheered for that. People cheered when he was mass banned from social media. And I thought that there was something bigger to that. I still think that there's something far bigger to that. But in terms of the language he uses, the stupid shit he says, I agree completely. He's just like another one of these douchebags. And that's the difference with him and Jack Murphy is that social media, the big tech overlords, they Alex Jones'd him. They Alex Jones the man. And we can never accept that, no matter who it is. You can't accept somebody being Alex Jones from social media. We should have stood up for it when Alex Jones took it, or what happened to Alex Jones, and we sat by. Oh, yeah, Alex is kind of crazy. He said the frogs are gay, so that's why they banned him from social media. No, they banned him from social media because he was too influential and too powerful, and he was gaining too much of a following. So while I have issues when people talk like that, I have a bigger issue with big tech monopolizing against people. And so that would be my issue with it. And so that's kind of why I look beyond it, because I can see what's right in front of me, but I can also kind of see beyond that. And with Andrew Tate, again, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know anything about him. I'd never heard his name before until they banned him from social media. When they banned him from social media, it made me go like, what the fuck? Why is this guy mass banned? What did he do? And then I found out he wasn't like directly political. Not like directly anyway. Everything's political by default these days. But when I saw that, I'm like, well, this is a big problem. This is a big problem that he's been banned. And I don't see any legitimate reason why. But in terms of his nonsense he spews, 100%. But if he was just a guy, I probably would have never paid attention to him ever. But they banned him. They made him a martyr, you know? So, so I do support him not being railroaded and being thrown in prison for no reason whatsoever. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, Manuel. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about because I have went over and over and over again have I talked about how not only did I not know who Andrew Tate was, I then heard about him. I saw his short form content and I thought, holy shit, he's a really bad guy. Then I watched his long form content and I thought, wow, he really knows what the fuck he's talking about. And he's pretty intelligent. I've said that time and time and time again on this channel over and over again. So no, I'm not misinformed. You are. Maybe you need to get the fucking information before you step in the snake pit and talk shit. I have defended Andrew Tate. I have defended your fucking daddy over and over again. Because I thought he was wrongfully thrown in jail. I thought he was wrongfully banned from social media. And I've said, free motherfucking Andrew Tate, free Top G. But because now I've criticized him a little bit, now you're ready to fucking cry in my comments section. Clearly, you haven't been listening to Andrew Tate because you sound like a little bitch crying. So step the fuck back, man up, grow some balls, and stop sitting there just simping for a man who doesn't know your name. Okay? There. Okay? There. Now, if you come back like a man, then me and you can just laugh about it. But if you keep crying, then that's a problem. Because we're just talking shit. But the Jack Murphy stuff, if I never heard about him, he would be Jack Murphy to me. That's exactly what it'd be. Because he talks shit about geek culture and fundamentally doesn't understand it, which I take exception to. I think that that is far more detrimental to what we have going on than anything. Because did we see the report from the Biden administration yesterday? Did you guys see this? Like, this is what Andrew Tate, when he's talking shit about people that play video games and all of that, this is what he's opening up the opportunity to lose an entire generation of people because he doesn't understand it. And that's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. So let me show you right here my point behind this. Let's see. Disclose TV. Yeah, because again, I've defended Andrew Tate to the point where some of my audience fucking hates when I defend him. Because I think he's been done wrong. Where is it at? Right. What happened to Disclose TV? Did they get locked out of their account or something? April 6th. Where'd all their tweets go? That's so weird. Biden social media right here. Okay, yeah, so right here it is. President Biden is enlisting hundreds of TikTok stars and social media influencers to promote his political messaging to young voters and may give them their own briefing room in the White House. This is why we continue to fucking lose right here. They are poisoning young people's minds by having Donkey Face AOC going on to Twitch. And what happens when Donkey Face AOC goes on to Twitch? All of these young, impressionable children see, oh, look, she's a Democrat and she's hanging out with us and she's cool. And all of those kids think that Democrats are cool and we want to listen and we want to support the Biden White House. And then you have people like Andrew Tate that have influence and say, oh, you fucking nerds playing video games, you fucking losers. How does that help? How does that help anything? How does that help anything? All that does is pushes them further into this shit right here. This pushes them into this shit. When you have, and I know Andrew Tate's not a conservative, but he's a manosphere guy. And a lot of these manosphere guys do that same thing. And you know what this does? It just pushes them away. It just pushes people away, young, impressionable minds. You are disrespecting the one thing that is that their lives are built around and they love. And instead of just trying to understand and trying to relate, you disrespect and you push them away. And that type of mindset that Andrew Tate has is much like the Jack Murphys of the world, much like the Michael Cernoviches of the world, much like all these fucking people that just disrespect geek culture over and over and over again, and it doesn't help anything. Hang on, where'd it go? See, there we go. There we go. Manuel, bro, Tate is right. Playing games is for losers. If you can't take tough love, you're not a man yet. You're still naive. So playing games is for losers. Is PewDiePie a loser? Would you consider PewDiePie a loser? I mean, I know losers that play video games that make millions of dollars. As a matter of fact, my entire business is video games and entertainment, and my life's pretty fucking good. So define loser. Please define loser, because you are an idiot, just like many of these idiots on the right or in the manosphere that don't understand. You just talk shit about the single biggest industry in the fucking world. And the left and the Democrats, while being horrible people, are smart enough to understand that. And that's why they're infecting it every single day. And people like you are too busy trying to be cool. And I guess you're trying to prove something to someone by calling gamers losers. And it helps literally no one except the left. So congratulations on that. You are part of the problem. You are 100% part of the problem. Let's see. Miguel, right there. Test chat. Also, keep being awesome, Jeremy. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, like, yes, Gavin's another one. Again, Gavin McGinnis is another one. He's another idiot. Yeah, what the fuck is the relation between video games and tough love? I don't think he understands it. But hey, video games are for losers. That's why I'm here, apparently. And I'll probably be playing some video games tomorrow, as a matter of fact. And I'll probably make more money doing it than you do in a month playing a fucking video game. Because video games are for losers. Says the Tate guy, says the Tate bro. And again, I have taken up for Tate because I can see beyond whatever personal biases I might have had from some of his previous comments to understand that there's far bigger implications. Something that you, sir, can't do. You can't see over what's right in front of you. Oh, video games are for losers. Okay, guess what? AOC is going to run this fucking country in the next 10 years with that type of mindset. Is that really what you want? Because that's where we're heading right now. That's funny. Hell yeah. Been playing games since 1978. Come at me. I will play games until I can't play anymore. Because video games are awesome. Video games are the shit. And whenever people talk bad about video games, it shows me how insecure they are as a person. Like, what is the motivation to say that something, like, what's the motivation? I need to understand, like, what's the motivation to talk bad about video games? Why are you threatened by video games and video game players? And by the way, video game players get laid a lot. Okay. So again, did he ever answer my question if PewDiePie was a loser? The most successful gamer on the planet? And obviously Pewds is taking a step back, you know. Flocky the Mat says, damn, Jeremy completely ignores my super chat. I haven't got to it yet, man. I'm getting there, bro. I'm getting there. Yeah, Henry Cavill. Is Henry Cavill a loser? Smash the melee button. We're almost up to 1,000 likes here in the snake pit. The 199's representing. And I'll be on the channel called Geeks and Gamers tomorrow if you want to come join us. Where the 199 crew represents. That is true, Christopher Arcella. Pewds does. Pewds has done very well in life. He's done very well in life. And Pewds is like, again, I repeat it a lot, but like, thank goodness he was the top guy on YouTube for so long. Thank goodness he was. Mark Hendricks says, our fan base is the best. Hail Snake Pit. Hell yeah, brother. Right back at you. Appreciate you. Let's see. Sensei Skywalker, you saw that Trump received an ovation at the UFC. I did. I would love to play it, but UFC blocks stuff all the time. So I sadly cannot. Let's see. Amenti says, video games being for losers. My combat vet friend and I play FPS games together online, many of which recreate scenarios they've been in. I make 6 figures, wife, 3 kids, and I'm saving up for my C8 vet this year. Yes, sir. That's what's up, man. Hell yeah. Appreciate that. I need to see this C8 when you get it. I need to see it. As you know, I have my Mustang GT, which looks like a Shelby, but it's not. It's not a Shelby. I wish. Look, I was looking at a couple of Shelbys. The GT that I have is honestly better than the Shelbys that I was looking at in the same price range. So I love my GT, and everybody thinks it's a Shelby. Even I don't front though. I don't say like it is. It's like, nah, it's a GT. It just looks like a Shelby. Somebody just said something about Pewds. What was that? Pewds is still number 1 on YouTube, isn't he? He is not, unfortunately. He is. I mean, he's kind of semi-retired. Mr. Beast is the biggest on YouTube, and Mr. Beast got a lot of problems right now. A lot of problems. And hey, Gung Ho Mac, I make 8 figures and play video games while banging Manuel's girlfriend. Hey, man, that sounds like a good life right there. Sounds like a good life. Let me see. T-Series. Well, yeah, T-Series, but they're like a company. You know what I mean? So I don't count T-Series. It's hard to respect Mr. Beast of kind of what's going on right now, what we're seeing. Pretty interesting stuff. Let me find Flocky the Mad for all the true gamers. I got you, bro. I see you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shadow Knight has gifted 5 D-Day Cobra memberships. Thank you, Shadow Knight. Also became a member yourself. And then $10. I'll see you guys in Vegas. I sent you and Ryan DMs on Twitter. Thank you. Appreciate that. Stephen Wasik, gamer and anime fan. Fight me, bro. Mark Hendricks says, for your support of all us losers. Thanks, Jeremy. Keep on playing, bro. Hail to the snake pit. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Z Swift, $5. I'm 34, enterprise IT consultant making high 6 figures. 1 millionaire, not multi. Game every day and will game till I die, but I guess I'm a loser. It is. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's such a nonsensical take. It really is. Let me see where we're at. John Yarber, Dreams of My Real Father, unofficial documentary on Obama, almost completely scrubbed from the internet. I have the DVD, LOL. Spoiler, CIA ties. Not surprising at all. Let's see. Nagradol says $199 for $199. So it's $199 for $199. That's what it is. $199 for $199. Bradman says, you look like every guy I hired at Home Depot who bragged about their forklift truck driving skills and then smashed every rack in lumber. So I worked at Home Depot. That's Home Depot, the first place I drove a forklift. I think so. I think Home Depot is the first place I ever drove. Yeah. So that's where I got my training. So I became a forklift driver, only a driver there. So I drove the reach truck, I drove the forklift, and I drove the order picker. And then I got hired at a warehouse as the warehouse manager. And then the company paid for me to go get OSHA certified to become a trainer so I could train all the new hires in the warehouse. So that's when I became OSHA certified trainer. But I love driving a forklift. It is so fun. If I was not a YouTuber, I'd be a forklift driver. That's what I'd be. I'd be a forklift driver or either work in retail again. But I love the forklift driving. It's just so fun, man. Kind of zone out. Let's see. Andrew, thank you for that. Fitty! Andrew's message is stop being a sissy and become the best version of yourself possible. Generally speaking, what kind of men does geek culture produce? What does the stereotypical gamer look like? Not Henry Cavill. And I'm a gamer myself. Well, that's not necessarily true. I mean, like, Well, like I said, I mean, you have to, and I know that he's the standard or he's the big, but like I heard Sargon talk about this a long time ago, and I wish I could play the clip, but I can't because it was on Joe Rogan's podcast. And so Joe Rogan will strike you down. But Sargon talked about, thank God that PewDiePie was actually, someone that had influence over children and young people's minds for so long, because PewDiePie was a man of, like, he had great character, and he, like, look at PewDiePie. He's been with the same girl all these years. He never got caught up in scandals, and he was just a guy who played games and entertained people. And he was your kind of, and he's goofy in person. Like, he's really cringe. He's really kind of awkward. PewDiePie has had such a everlasting impact on the culture and society for the better. And all of those kids that watched him, all those millions of kids that watched him, learned how to be a good person from PewDiePie. Did he have some controversies? Yes. Did the media hate him? Yes. But he represented what gamers are. They're just good, fun-loving people that like to be transported out of the real world into this fantasy world sometimes. But most of them have good moral foundations, and he represents that. And so if you look at like the gaming worlds, look at all these gamers that, yeah, you see the memes of like the big fat bald guy sitting there eating Cheetos. It's a fucking meme. Don't think memes are real. Gaming is a it's probably $1 trillion industry at this point in time. Are you telling me that there are massive amount of millionaires and billionaires just from gaming? Of course there are. How do you think that doesn't improve your life? Doesn't mean that, look, everybody ain't going to be a millionaire gamer. Everybody ain't going to be a millionaire football player. Everybody ain't going to be a millionaire actor. Does that mean people should stop striving to do it? Like, my life I've always been successful at everything I've done, whatever it was, retail, whatever. I was always in management. I always was good at what I did. I worked my way up in every company I was part of. I have never been in a better place than I was when I started to focus in on the entertainment and the gaming and the geek world. And I started Geeks and Gamers back in 2011. And it took me 7 years to make a profit. 7 years. I lost money for 6 fucking years building Geeks and Gamers. And I met so many fucking cool ass people through that whole process. Good ass people, awesome people, people that would do anything for me. Also met some pieces of shit because the world's full of shitty people too. But through all of it, man, like, there's nothing better than just sitting back on a fucking Saturday night, talking shit, having fun, playing games with your boys. And trust me, our culture and our country would be a lot better off if we still had Modern Warfare 2 lobbies. But instead, we've got a pussified generation of people that can't handle just a little bit of shit talking. It doesn't mean it's the definitive way to live your life, but it also doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. Yeah, the Tetris movie. I've heard great things about the Tetris movie. Great things. And again, you guys have to understand, I like Andrew Tate. I like a lot of what Andrew Tate has to say. It doesn't mean just you guys are responding to this being super sensitive about someone that's stood up for Andrew Tate, that's had his back, that's point blank said the dude is being railroaded, and I do not accept what's happening to him, and I stand with Top G. But now you're getting mad because I had one opinion on Andrew Tate that I disagree with, and you guys are just like freaking the fuck out and losing your minds? That doesn't sound like a Top G. That doesn't sound like an alpha male. That doesn't sound like you're being the best version of yourself. It sounds to me like you can't handle a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. Sounds to me like you can't handle, if you can't take me criticizing Top G on one fucking topic, you couldn't handle a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. And that says more about you than it does me. I had one criticism of a dude that I've stood with and had his back. Look at my fucking videos on this channel. But now I have one fucking opinion with this guy that I disagree with, and I call him out, and you guys are crumbling. You need the Modern Warfare 2 lobbies. So there you go. I do appreciate the super chats. I do. I genuinely do. Like, again, how we roll around here, if we talk shit. We talk shit, we have fun. Okay? And that's all it is. Let me see. No one is losing their mind about Tate. I said you were wrong, which you are. Then you became emo and shit. Not really. I was just talking shit and having fun, as I said, but also making some good points. And I do think, like, why are you getting triggered because I criticized Andrew Tate? Why? Like, I criticized Trump. I criticized Trump over this video game shit too. Go look at my fucking video on Geeks and Gamers about it. I'll criticize anybody when I feel they need to be criticized. Here's what's so funny about that video too. Let me see if I can find this. Where is it? God, there's so many people that make hate videos about me. Let's see. Look at the title of this fucking video. Look at the title. Trump just made the biggest mistake of his presidency. Mr. President, stop blaming video games. 49,000 views. What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. And today, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, just made a massive mistake. And I am going to call him out for it because it is, this is a fundamental disagreement right here. A fundamental disagreement. And he needs to be put in check because this is potentially the biggest mistake he has made as the President of the United States. Now, here's what's funny about it. Here's what's funny. My haters got mad, all right? My haters got mad because they said, imagine thinking that the biggest mistake that Trump made was a video game comment. He's racist and he's killed people. And it's like, oh my God, man. These people. Oh, man. You got to love it, though. At the end of the day, man, we can disagree on Andrew Tate. That's fine. I like Andrew Tate. I disagree with Andrew Tate on some things. I definitely disagree on the geek culture shit, but I still stand with Top G 100% because I feel like he was done wrong. And just because I might have some fundamental disagreements with him on nerd shit, it doesn't mean that I don't see the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is his influence is huge. It's massive. It's important. It's necessary. And the way he's been done is wrong over and over again. That what they've done to this man is unforgivable. And I can put my differences aside on a couple of topics to recognize the bigger picture. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. Swig of water for the working man. Top G plays GTA 5 in real life. Oh, man. I don't know about that. I don't think Tate's a double agent at all. I think Tate's got a good. He's a really smart guy. He's a really, really smart guy. Haas Bonnet Venture says, have you ever seen the Bush Senior funeral? Clinton's, Obama's, and Jeb and George Bush got a mystery envelope. What was in those envelopes that scared them? I have not seen that. I would like to look that up, but I have not seen that. Very, very interesting. I have not seen that. Where are we at? Bat goat, too late for a blessing. It is never too late for a Jeremy Osteen blessing. This chat has blessed us with many super chats. And Jeremy Osteen is very, very happy, very satisfied. 44 new members to the CobraCast IRL. Jeremy Osteen close to buying a new private jet. And he can get all them pretty ladies on there. Oh, damn, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Praise Jesus. I'm a good Christian man. I would never do anything inappropriate with the money or the pretty ladies. Praise Jesus. Jeremy Osteen out. There we go. Wamen. Okay. Wamen. Holy Nuckfut says, hail, Jeremy. Thoughts on Biden's tweet earlier. Sent you a video on Twitter after the live stream the other day. Thought you would enjoy it. Which tweet from Biden? I don't know. I don't follow Biden on Twitter, and I don't believe he I don't believe he tweets most of the shit that goes on his account anyway. Gungo Mac says, I got 199 problems, but a pit ain't one. John Yarber, Bush was skull and bones with Nixon. God, I hated George W. Bush so bad. I really did. Let me see. Where we at? John Yarber, dreams of my real. I got that one. Let's see. I forgot how to say the K Road one. I'm gonna learn it though. Hail Cobra, any chance you will do a video expose deep dive on Jack Murphy's newest grift as a hormone merchant? I'm not really the expose kind of guy. I operate like my content is I just go with my gut on stuff. I feed off the chat. Like earlier, Manuel, don't take it personal, bro. I literally just, I find somebody that is coming at me, and I use you for entertainment purposes. Essentially, I used your ignorance for entertainment purposes, especially when you said gaming's for losers. Oh, that was just gold for me. And the Snake Pit loves when I do that. Because we don't take too kindly for people that disrespect gaming around here, but it's all just, it's just using your stupidity is all, man. Don't take it too seriously. And again, I mispronounce half the fucking words in super chats, man. Like, we all get roasted around here. It's a very tough crowd, and you just got to roll with the punches, man. So I'm sure you'll be okay. I would apologize, but fuck off. Look, man, at the end of the day, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully you hang around. Hopefully you like it. That is true. Why are you here if you think gaming's for losers? I'm just curious about that. I literally created something called Geeks and Gamers. So why are you here if gaming's for losers? That's right. Tyler Boshers? Tyler Boshers, right? Is that right? Beard of shame from Manuel. Well, we already got, I think, as bad as Manuel's been. Ugh, we got a worse one. Am I looking forward to Breath of the Wild sequel, Tears of the Kingdom? I absolutely am, and I cannot wait. Lord Cass says, I wish I could explain in so little words. So I'll just say thank you all for being so patient and understanding. Long live the fellowship. Love you. Hey, man, love you right back. Seriously, man. I appreciate you. And if we can get together and talk, man, anything I can do to help, I'm all about it. So really appreciate you, buddy. Hope you have a good night. I mean, I don't know if you're bouncing, but we got your back, bro. We got your back for sure. Ned says, God bless From Software. God bless From Software for sticking to their method of madness. Not a Souls fan, but holy fuck, I am excited for their other series return. Man, they have done a fantastic job, and Elden Ring was just incredible. What an experience. What an experience that game was. I didn't beat it, but I did play it pretty extensively. And Geeks and Gamers is a car channel. The problem is I've started so many channels as it is. I just don't have time to keep up with the channels I have, unfortunately. I'm kind of pouring all of my energy into Geeks and Gamers and this channel right now, and I'm really happy, but I'm also kind of overextended. Bo Shears. I got you. Bo Shears, Tyler Bo Shears. And so I would love to have a car channel at some point in time, but it ain't gonna happen anytime soon. Let's see. That's a terrible take, bro. It's a terrible take. Video games is one of the biggest issues, actually. Kids are encouraged to waste their youth with that shit. It creates people without character. It's the same thing people say about playing sports. Sports builds character. Gaming builds character. It builds your imagination. Do you realize imagination? Do you realize how important imagination is? Like, imagination is something we are losing. We are losing our ability to have an imagination right now. And it's subtle, but it's like, and I've talked about this before. Growing up, do you remember going to McDonald's growing up? McDonald's used to have these bright colors, whimsical, art. They would have the playground. They would have the fucking video games there. It was exciting to go to McDonald's. It was exciting to go to Toys R Us. It was cool. It was awesome. Now you go to McDonald's. Looks like the fucking bank. Looks like your fucking local bank to go to McDonald's. It's boring. It doesn't give you any type of, any type of creativity or excitement. It's like going to the bank. There's nothing. Imagination is fucking dead. There's no creativity anymore. Creativity is being drowned out. Architecture is being drowned out. It's horrible. And video games helps with that. It's not the only thing, but there's like video games are a crucial element to helping you with that creative element and that imagination. We're losing that. Like, it's so bad to go to McDonald's right now. And that used to mean something, as a kid. The Golden Arches actually meant something. Going in there was cool. Now you go in there and it literally is the bank or the DMV. It's awful. It's terrible. And that just represents what's going on in society. Architecture is dead. Everything's the same thing. Everything's cookie cutter now. And I think that's terrible for a young mind. I think that's horrible. I hate that. Let me see. All right. I've responded enough to old boy, and that we got plenty of super chats. We got people. Yeah. Hey, motherfucker, I'm responding to you. You ain't spent no fucking money. If you're so fucking successful, send me a goddamn super chat. If not, I'm moving on to the people that actually fucking afford it. Because clearly you, being the person that's calling everybody else here a loser, you can't afford a fucking super chat, but they can. So I'm going to focus on the people that actually have money, unlike you. How about that? All right. So, yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, this whole thing with Manuel was just meant to grift off of him. He thinks he's important. He thinks he's doing something. This was all meant to grift. I'm just grifting you, bro. That's it. I know it seemed like, man, this YouTuber, I got him triggered. Man, I got this guy worked up. I'm gonna clip out all his reactions, man. I'm just grifting you, man. That's all I'm doing. You're just a piece to the monetization puzzle. That's all. That's all. All right, there you go. Deplorable Kulak. There you go. I mentioned your name. We got a live reaction right here. This is what just happened. Damn! 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 I am no Nick Rekieta on grifting. I am not quite that good. I'm working towards it, but not really. Not really. All right. Alec Baldwin's finger. Manuel is wrong. Gaming is a form of entertainment. All things in moderation. 100%. 100%. Yeah. Ultimately, here's what this comes down to. And I'll be real for a minute. What Manuel's problem is a lack of parenting. That's what the problem is. Gaming is not the problem. If kids are spending too much time playing video games and not getting things done, that's not the kid's fault. It's not video games' fault. It's the fucking parents for letting their kids just sit there and sit in front of a fucking TV all day and not do any fucking thing. It's called responsibility, Manuel. And when you are a parent, you have a responsibility. But you, being the disciplined man that listens to Andrew Tate, are blaming the fucking video game instead of the fucking people that had the kids. So let's blame the fucking people. Let's blame the video games instead of the people that had the fucking kids that can't raise the kids the right way, but also personal responsibility. Top G taught me that. But the video games are at fault, not the fat fucking losers eating Cheetos while their kids are just sitting in front of a TV 24 hours a day. No. Mr. Personal Responsibility wants to blame the video game. Okay. Jesus. Swig of water for the working man. Next, you're going to be wanting to ban knives and fucking swords because they're killing people too. I'm sure the guns are the bad guy for you too, right? Huh? Anyway, Manuel blames the guns. Yes. Okay, let me see. How do I say Borkwadamus? How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would Chuck Norris? Hashtag 45. There you go. Lying dog face pony soldier, a new member or gifted a new member. Thank you. Moral objection. Wouldn't it be funny if the previous Anheuser-Busch VP came out and said, actually, I identify as a woman and I have my whole life. So I am here, the first female to lead the largest beer brand industry. These people are such clowns, man. Anybody that has pronouns in their bio immediately should never be taken seriously. Immediately. Very says, I know it's late, but I like 99ers. The 199s right there. The 199s. We had the poll earlier. So, but I appreciate it, very. And nice Batman profile picture. Jose Emma, please bless us by reading a few David Hogg tweets with some fire quote tweets and responses. Please, like people like him, tell us youth is doomed. Dude, David Hogg is one of the most soy-filled individuals I have ever seen in my life. It is bad. I haven't looked at his Twitter in a long time. Maybe for another stream I could do that, Tyler. I'm sorry, not Tyler. Jose M. Maybe I could do that on another stream. We're getting pretty late here, and we're going to get the beer to shame out pretty soon. David Hogg, my goodness, man. Stephen Wasik, you got this whole thing started with your $20 super chat about Andrew Tate. I'm at Stephen Wasik's 20 now. Your $20 about Andrew Tate got this whole thing started, and I'm okay with it. Tyler Harris says the only way the Trump DeSantis debate will be over is if the primaries, if he just comes out to Nas's either. I don't know that Nas song. LOL, and Trump skin and Fortnite win. I listened to old school Nas, but I don't remember that one. I was like, Nas, a lot of people always said Nas was like the greatest lyricist and all of that. I always felt Rakim was a better lyricist than obviously Eminem. So I didn't listen to a ton of Nas, but that would be cool. Lying dog face pony soldier gifts another D-Day Cobra membership. We're at the 44 memberships. Corey Blumberg. My girlfriend hates Tate. Ironically, I listen to him daily and we have an amazing relationship. She hated the messenger, but loves the message. Sensational. Overall, like, I think from what I've heard of Tate, and I've heard quite a bit, I'd say he's like 85 good, 15 bad. I really like, dude, Andrew Tate has a ton of good takes and he's smart. He's very smart. There is no denying the man is smart as hell, and he's got really, really good advice on a lot of shit. I really do like him. Deadfly, dude, imagine being an influencer and having your own room in Biden's White House. If he tries to smell you or anything, nobody would confirm. Yeah, dude, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. Miguel says, test chat. Also, keep being awesome, Jeremy. Thank you. Marquad, TikTok influencers getting their own briefing room. What the fuck for what? Cringe dance videos? Biden needs to go. Biden needs to go for sure. Mexicans, Tate made his money by running a cam website. I'm aware of that. Needed women to make his money. That's your hero, Manuel. FYI, the move is to the acreage is done. Yeah, I'm aware of his whole cam girl thing or whatever. And look, man, he's got a lot of people that have been part of his life that have his back 100%. And there's definitely something weird going on with the whole situation with the government and all that. There's Shadow Knight. Oh my God, I'm so far behind. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get caught up. Nez Girl says, "Hey Jeremy, was wondering if you would ever stream Hell Let Loose. I don't think I will ever go back to COD because of how intense it is." It's possible. Yeah, I mean, with me, like the next game you're gonna see me streaming the most is probably Modern Warfare 2. I know you guys want me to play Warzone. I'm just not good at Warzone. I'll play Warzone with the boys if you want. I'm just not good at Warzone. I don't know what it is. I'm good at COD multiplayer, but Warzone, I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm fine at it. I'm not terrible, but I don't know. I missed the first Warzone map that they had. But I'm fine playing some Warzone 2.0 if that's what you want. At the end of the day, I work for you guys. That's the bottom line. So, but I appreciate that, Nezgirl. Brockatron says you should react to Alex Jones' Fentanyl the Dragon. It's amazing and would be expected from Alex. His ad talking like Vader is cool too. I need to get that Hailstorm. I know you're at backstage. We need to get the Alex Jones Cobra Commander stuff, those clips. And I think you already put them together for me. I just need to get them in StreamYards because those are freaking awesome. Moral objection. Most of the guys from school who played sports and didn't get a ride to college ended up dead or still addicts. Very few of them live good lives. My gamer friends and I own homes. 100%. See, that's the whole thing. Like, gamers are fucking successful. Gamers are successful. Gamers are in a thriving industry. And there's a ton of money to be made in the industry. There's a ton of money to be made. Again, nothing is guaranteed in life and nothing is certain. And there's no guaranteed success of anything. The best cream rise to the top. And so, look, I think Ninja is one of the cringiest human beings on the fucking planet. Okay. He's obviously one of the most successful gamers. He seems to have good things going for him in his life. He's got a wife. He's fairly in shape, I guess, until he's not some fat, obese loser. I think he's one of the cringiest people, period. I fucking don't like him. And every time I hear him talk, I cringe, but he's not like a out of shape, fat slob. This dude's actually got something going for him. And there's a lot of those guys. Look at what's his name? The guy that started, the FaZe Banks. I know FaZe Clan is kind of in disaster now, but like FaZe Banks has made a ton of money and had a great life, and probably always will because of gaming. What's the one? Something Thieves. Nade Shot. Nade Shot was a professional gamer and created 100 Thieves. And I mean, they're huge, they're massive. And then they hire other gamers on, and they're like a professional esports company. Look at Moist Critical. He has Moist Esports. These guys are fucking like cool dudes, successful, got ladies, got money, got a great life. But you want to point to some fucking fat kid and say that's the definitive gamer? That's not the case at all. That's absolutely not it at all. You're being very disingenuous when you do that. Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, Dr. Disrespect, probably the single most definitive gamer in culture right now. All right. Like, let's see. Let's see. Hang on. This guy right here. Let me see if I can find. What the hell? Why is the Dalai Lama showing up in my fucking search results? That's fucking creepy. A second. Why am I on Getty Images anyway? I didn't search Getty Images. Like fucking Dalai Lama. Yeah, right here. So I'm trying to find it. Yeah, right here. Does this guy look like a loser right here? Does this guy look like a loser? I don't think he's a loser. That guy's badass. So Beardo. See here. Yeah, it's just it's so dumb to have this misconception out there, and it's just annoying as hell to have people not understand why gaming is so important, and that gamers are not just the fat meme guy from South Park or whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. Hey, does this guy look like a loser? He said gamers are losers. This guy in the chat said gamers are losers and they can't get ladies.
The fuck you talking about? Huh? Huh?
How much can you bench?
225 for reps.
There you go.
Actually, that's probably my max.
Oh shit. Oh man, so damn funny. Good shit. Shout out to Fear the Beardo. So he's good peeps. So you know that's what's up, man. G&G HQ. We always got something going on around here. I mean, I could get all the ladies at HQ to show up. You know, have you ever seen the Geeks and Gamers girls? Seems like we got something pretty good going on here. Seems like people would want to hang out with the G&G ladies. I'm just saying, you know. Seems like those G&G ladies got it going on, but hey, you know, maybe Andrew Tate's your style. Maybe the G&G ladies aren't your style. You know, maybe. All right, we got to get through this. Sophie says there's also a big push against reading fantasy. Yes, there is, which is nonsense. It's total nonsense. Let's see. Berserker says, "Hail, brother, did you react to that beardless old dude from Alabama saying Trump has a bad take on video games?" Beardless old dude. I don't know who you're talking about. I'm not sure. I'll have to, maybe Jake Hellstorm's got that in the private chat. I'll see. Nagradal says, video games require you to think and use timing plus hand-eye coordination. What are you talking about, Manuel? You'd be smart if you play video games. Yes, you would. He would be very. There's Alec Baldwin's finger. Manuel blames the guns. Bat goat. Grats on helping the grift. Man, you smell. Troy News. AI will create a second renaissance. I've used Midjourney 5 and Chat GPT-4. I can do everything faster, but I can do so much. The possibilities are endless. The more I do with AI, the more ideas I have. Bro, it's scary. Hailstorm was talking about this earlier with the AI stuff, man, all the stuff he can do. L-Box, sub Jeremy. Don't know what's going on. Just got off work. Just want to show some love. See you and the other Geeks and Gamers crew in Vegas. Can't wait. Making a Trump about my... Okay, that's funny. He's making a joke about my old Trump video. Got you. There's a lot of moving parts. That's a good joke. Appreciate that. Christian Rocker, now is a great opportunity for a beer company to come out and have the slogan, "A beer for a real man." 199 Brewery, maybe. I think the Daily Wire has more money. Unfortunately, they probably get to it quicker. You know, they're pretty good about that, but that's not a bad idea. Thomas Levy says, Jeremy, please watch Eat Da Poo Poo. It's the same pastor from Why Are You Gay interview. You'd love it, dude. That was so fun to watch that. Why are you gay? Eat the Poo Poo. All right, I gotta look this up. Copy. Seriously? Let's see. Oh, I don't see it. Is that? Hang on. Trying to find it. Well, this is an auto-tune remix. Discord. Okay. Let me see. God, you guys have been busy in the Discord. There's so much in here. There's so much. Flocky the Mad says, I'm curious how many times Jeremy has went off on a rant because of a $20 super chat. Seems quite common. Hey, I try to give people their money's worth, okay? All right. Lost Tales, drop whatever the link is you were talking about. Because there's here it is. I got it. I don't know what we're about. We're gonna give it a shot. I don't know what's about to happen here. I'm either going to regret it or it's going to be great. Here we go.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pastor Dr. Martin Semper. I'm here in the capacity as the chairman of the National Task Force Against Homosexuality in Uganda. We are making legislation to make sure that sodomy and homosexuality...
It says Barack Obama, back off. It says Barack Obama. I don't know what this is.
Never sees the light of legality in this land of the Pearl of Africa. I've taken time to do a little research to know what homosexuals do in the privacy of their bedroom. One of the things they do is called anal licking, where a man's anus...
Oh, no.
Is he leaked like this by the other person, like ice cream? And then what happens? Even poo-poo comes out. The other poo-poo's out, and then they eat the poo-poo. The other one they do is they have a sex practice called fisting, where they insert their hand into the other man's hand, and it goes into the anus all the way. And it is so painful, they have to take drugs, but they enjoy it. Now, if we have any children, please step out. This is a parental guidance moment.
Shouldn't they have stepped out before? Shouldn't they have stepped out before? I mean, I respect it, but shouldn't they have stepped out before? I mean, shouldn't... Jeez. It's a little too late. It's a little too late for that. Children step out after that? What?
Can be moved out. So I've done research. This is what they do. Number one.
What the fuck is going on? This is a YouTube video, right? This is a YouTube video. Okay, let's make sure. You ain't gonna get me in trouble, are you?
You can see a man here having sucked the other.
I can't fucking do this. I can't do this. No, I'm done. Holy shit. Oh my God. I can't. Oh. Sophie, you just said it, didn't you? Sophie, yes, you're right, Sophie. Sophie said you work for us, now watch it. Shit. Okay.
The person's rectum, and the other person is poo-pooing, and this one is eating the poo-poo all over the place. Tell me, when you have a law against homosexuality, do you say except eating poo-poo? Hey, I mean, look at this guy sincerely. Bishop. Staggerfulizer. Huh? Hajat. We do not want this sickness. This is sick and it's therefore deviant. We do not want it.
Now, they start off by touching each other's genitals and smelling each other. Then this one smears the puku all over the other person's face. As if that is not enough, he puts the hand deeper. As Africans, we want to ask Barack Obama to explain to us.
Ask Barack Obama to explain to us.
Is this what he wants to bring to Africa as a human right to eat the poo-poo of our children?
Holy shit. Oh man. That was amazing. That was amazing. Explain this, Obama. My goodness. What the fuck? That was amazing. That was amazing. Shout out to the Snake Pit Discord. Oh, it was kind of scary. It was kind of scary. I didn't know what the hell was about to happen. Thomas Levy for a $5 super chat or whatever that is. That your I don't know where that currency's from, but thank you. 6 Scale Mafia becomes a new member to the Snake Pit. Thank you. That's a tier 2, I think. Is that a tier 2? Yeah, I think so. Nice. Holly wanted to give a shout out to my brother. He is currently under the weather, but CobraCast IRL is helping him feel better. Thanks, Jeremy and the Snake Pit. Holly sent that about 14 minutes ago. I hope that that's still the case after that video that I just reacted to. I hope. That was pretty interesting. I hope he's feeling better. Shout out to your brother. The Beast becomes a new member to the Snake Pit. Thank you. Alexander says, I'm usually in Arizona, but I'm back home in Michigan this week, experiencing that late night Cobra on the East time tonight. Fuck Joe Biden. Thank you. Berserker says, brother, we all know the ladies there, and I was talking about you. We all know the ladies there are, and I was talking about you. Yeah, I got it now. My bad, Berserker. My bad. Luke H, eat the poo-poo. 6 Scale Mafia. My dude, Pasta did his homework. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And now we are at the point in time, ladies and gentlemen, of one of the most prestigious moments in the history of YouTube. And that would be, you guys know what time it is. What time is it right now? Does everyone know what time it is? Does the Snake Pit know what time it is? Spirian for $1.99 super chat, super sticker. Thank you so much, Spirian. I appreciate that. Let me see if we have anything. Earlier, Hugh Janus for $5 on Streamlabs says, my mom says she loves the content. Keep it up, geeks and gamers. Well, thank you. Did I miss your super chat, Chris Farcella? Let's see. My apologies, Chris. My apologies. Let me go back. Oh, there it is. Oh, shit. There's a few actually I missed. My bad. Chris Marcella says, let's go fund me to get Jeremy his own personal forklift. We'll never see him again after that, as Jeremy will spend more time on that than Fortnite. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. General Toso says, I was probably a commando in Iraq, hooked up all my homies with Cat 6 and switches so they could play Halo in their off time. Infantry and tankers. Gavin grows a Colonel Sanders mustache and kisses dudes. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Let me see. I did miss a few, actually, and I apologize. Thank you, Christopher. I probably would have missed them if it wasn't for you. So shout out to Arcella for saving some of these super chats. And again, it was not my intent at all. Let's see. Gillis says, I've been married for 15 years, got married at 20 to the love of my life, have 2 kids, and now I'm going to take my kid to Mario movie. Gamers are good people. Hail. Gamers are the best people, and I'm so happy for Mario's success, and I hope you enjoy Mario. It is phenomenal. It's excellent, and it's such a special movie. It's going to have big impact, I think. E1337 Neo, when Diablo 3 still had its auction house, I made some pretty nice coins selling gear as surplus income besides my regular job. Can't beat playing a game I enjoyed and making some extra bucks on the side. Sit and spin, Manuel. Again, Chris Farcella deserves all the love and respect for carrying these and saving these super chats to not get read another time. My apologies for missing some of these, but shout out to Arcella. Just Chillin' says, you don't need to make six figures to live comfortably. I own property and generate wealth. Hard work and managing your money can get you there. I'm living it. Hell yes. Corey, I got that one. Look, Corey Blumberg says, Top G plays chess daily. Since when did chess stop being a game? With the emojis. And I think that's it. No, Ned, I got that one. God bless From Software. I got that one. Lord Cass says, I wish I could explain in so little words. So I'll just say thank you all for being patient and understanding. Long live the fellowship. Love you. I just wanted to read that one again. I see E1337 Neo says, hail, because it was a $20 super chat, bro. My bad. That I would have bearded shamed myself if I would have missed that one. I would have bearded shamed myself. I'm going through right now to see. I think we're good now. I think we're good now. Thank you, Chris Farcella. I appreciate you, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, CobraCast IRL is proud to present to you tonight's Beard of Shame from the great J. Hailstorm. Are you guys ready? Here we go. I hope this is it.
Yeah. Fuck you. Elizabeth. Heartfelt.
Nice little touch at the end there, for sure. Good work, Hailstorm. Good work, sir. Good work. What was let's see. The troll's name is literally Assassin's Creed villain's name. Oh, I got you. How you doing, Hailstorm? You all right?
I'm good.
All right. So nice work, sir. And yeah, the Dalai Lama's got Creepy Joe behind him now. Shout out to tonight's Beard of Shame, the Dalai Lama, which is disgusting in every way possible with what we saw. It's really bad. But thank you guys so much for another CobraCast IRL, another successful one. So tomorrow we're doing Geeks and Gamers live, and then I got to hit the road, heading back to Pensacola, and then main event after that. So I'm going to be on the road most of the day. So it's going to be a lot of driving, a lot of traveling, but it'll be necessary. So I'll do Geeks and Gamers daily from here tomorrow. And then I'll be for Tuesday night's main event. I'll be in the P-Cola setup. So it's going to be fun. All right. Hailstorm. Thank you, man. Appreciate you as always. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to the, crazy amount of support tonight. As always, the MVP, the Snake Pit, rises up. The 199s will be over there tomorrow. Geeks and Gamers Daily. And appreciate all of you. So thanks for the safe travels. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to Arcella one more time. He the man. Daniel says, thanks for the well wishes. Hail Snake Pit right back at you. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Have a great, oh shit. Rumble Rants. You know, you guys keep me on my toes. You keep me on my fucking toes. Why do Rumble Rants disappear? They disappear. I don't know how to find them. Can I find them on the back end? Hang on. I'm not going anywhere. So, all right. I don't know how to find Rumble Rants. Oh, here we go. All right. I think I got it now. Let's see. There it is. It doesn't tell me what the Rumble Rant is. It just tells me it was like a little bit. It's like a $1 Rumble rant, and I can't find the actual what it said. Let me see if I can find out how to fix that. I apologize, but when the chat refreshes, it just doesn't show them to me. And on the back end, I don't see them. All I see is account transactions. So my apologies. Shout out to our Rumble audience. I'm going to fix that. Hailstorm, make a note of that. That I need to either talk to them about it, or I need to find out where I can find my Rumble rants at on the back end, because I do not see a place. I'm looking now. Yeah, Rumble's been kind of slow, but I see we still got 77 people over there on Rumble. Yep. Okay. I cannot find it. So next time we'll get that corrected. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a great night, and we will talk to all of you later. Good night, Snake Pit.